Hello everyone, how's it going? It's StarSedz here, and in this quick video I'm going to show you how to change a single DIN stereo and put in a double DIN stereo on a Nissan 350z. In this example I'll be using the OEM stereo, but the process is the same, and I'll be changing this one out because it's a unknown brand stereo. It sounds really bad and it has a whining noise that gets louder and louder depending on how fast I go. So in this quick video, all you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver, some time, and this video. So let's begin. Alright, so the first thing you're going to have to do is to go ahead and open this door right here. And you might have a little cover that might make it a little hard to see at first, but you just take it off and you're going to find that there is a screw right here and a screw right there. So with your Phillips head screwdriver, go ahead and unscrew those bolts. Okay, after you have that off, the goal is to take off this center console piece. So this whole thing needs to be taken off, and on the 6-speed manual it's very easy. All you need to do is get your hand, place it in like this, and you want to pull outwards like that. And once you have that disconnected, there's going to be a little white ribbon behind this console that needs to be disconnected. And if you feel like it, you can take the shifter knob too. If you have an automatic, what you're going to have to do, in some cases, depending on the year, is to go ahead and take this white ring off with a butter knife, or in some cases with a butter knife or something to pry open. You just simply pull outward and get this thing off. It's the same way, just a little different because it is an automatic. And in some cases you do have to remove the shift knob, and for that you need to pull this little clip that gets around the edge. You might see it, and then it makes it very easy to come off. So once you're ready, go ahead and remove the white cable that is behind this console. If you look at it, it kind of looks like something off of a very old computer, and there's a white tab at the very top that just needs to be pressed down with your finger in order for it to come off. I'll get back to you after I have mine disconnected, because it's going to take more than one hand to do this. The tab on my cable is damaged, so it's going to be a little hard to take off. And if you happen to have this same problem, an easy fix is to go ahead and use your key, and with your key you just simply place it against the tab and you pry it open, and that will allow it to open. I now have the cable disconnected. I just took off this little cover right here, and I might as well take this off too. And you're going to see that once you have everything off, that there is going to be two screws that you need to take off, and one of them is right there at the corner and one on the other corner. So we need to go ahead and take those two out with the Phillips head screwdriver. I now have the top two screws off, and now that I have that off, I'm going to go ahead and take the stereo out with my hand. Now bear with me, if your stereo can't come out by just simply pulling it back, continue watching this video and I'll show you how to take it out if you can't do it. Now, if you are able to take your stereo out, just go ahead and unplug everything from the back. You might have to press in to push in that clip to pull it out. see how cheap my stereo is. I only had 2 inputs for the back speakers. That didn't work. And okay, you can now see that the harness is right here. I can't pull it out with my hand, so I'm going to simply just press in. And as you can tell, I was able to press it in with that, and I just pried it open. And that's an easy way to get these wiring harnesses off without trying to rip your fingernails out. Okay, today is the next day, and I am going to continue with this tutorial. I stopped because it was raining a lot, and it was getting a little too dark. But now that you have all of that taken off, of course if you don't have the stereo taken off, then don't worry, we're going to get to this point really quickly. But if you have it, go ahead and take this metal tray off. That was pretty easy. And where we first took off the 2 screws, you're going to be taking this off to cover, and you can see that once the cover is taken off, it's a little dark, so you won't be able to see it on the video, but there's a screw right there, and there's a screw on the other side, and you're going to have to take those 2 off with a Phillips screwdriver too. Alright, at this point you have all the screws off that are required to take this off. So now, very easily with your hand, you can go ahead and pull this up, and you're going to see how this thing is ready to come off. And you can tell that there is a cable right there. You're going to have to disconnect that, and you'll be able to take this entire piece off, so you'll have access to the cables. Okay, I now have it disconnected and I have it flipped over, and now quite simply you're just going to have to remove these 4 screws that are being used for the single dent setup. 2 right there and another 2 right there. So go ahead and take those 4 screws off with a Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, so there you go. All 4 of the screws have been taken off, and now you can simply remove this setup. And there you go. You now officially have it off, and at this point you can be able to install your double dent setup on the back, and now you should have full access to the cables in the back, and you should 100% be ready to install your double dent stereo. Okay, so once everything was disconnected, I was able to put the new stereo in, put all the cables back in the same order that I took them out, and now everything works fine, and I'm happy with the way everything turned out. I do need to have a little adjustment so that it's fit perfectly, but that's something little that I can do later. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out with your situation. If you would like, I do accept donations in order for me to make more videos, and yes, thank you very much for watching.